Hannah's mom. And I thought I had the most memories of all of us, so I'll start from the very beginning. Well, one of my earliest memories was when Hannah decided, while having deep thoughts on the potty, that she was going to give her heart to Jesus. And so I tried to convince her that getting off the potty would be a great idea first. So we did that, and then she wanted to pray together, and she gave her heart to Jesus and couldn't wait to tell her little friend Emma. And then the next day, she bit Emma. So we thought we had to work through our Christianity there a little bit. And then another time, a memory that I have, was then when she was busy singing a song that she was trying to sing into a tape recorder, but her dad was trying to help her a little bit, and he told him to shush, that she was doing the singing. And then another time when she was really little, we asked her to do some help in the kitchen, and she said she couldn't right now because she was dizzy. And we thought that was very appropriate for a little blonde, blue-eyed girl that we had. I have very funny memories.
That's a foul ball. She got the blonde from me. That was out of bounds. We will erase that from the tape. Continue, please.
I have lots of happy, funny memories of Hannah standing in the foyer of the children's home showing these other teenage girls on how to do a big kung fu move, and she did, with great effort and show, the biggest kick she could do and landed flat on her back.
Do you want to demonstrate?
No.
Okay.
And Hannah's very funny. She has a very funny side that I'm sure you've all seen, but also a very loving side and a very spiritual side. I can remember as a little girl, she would be awake at night praying for certain individuals, and just pray through till she said it lifted. And she would be praying for different individuals, and she had no idea what was going on in their lives. I can remember as a little girl in a cell group. We were all sitting around, and one of the ladies was crying, and she was about 2 years old, and she walked up and tilted her head sideways and looked up into the lady's face and said, "Are you all white?" Are you embarrassed yet, Hannah? How am I doing?
The best is yet to come.
Oh, yes. Well, wait till Daddy gets a hold of this microphone. Oh, excuse me, it's a hairbrush. Well, it helps me talk. So, where was I? Yes. Well, singing in the shower was one of her specialties. Singing to the little kids good night and helping me in the children's home, helping me with Noah. I can remember the day she said to us, "Can't we adopt a little child from the island St. Vincent?" And I said, "Well, honey, we're leaving in a week, and I don't think that's possible." She said, "But if somebody brings up the subject, will you think about it?" And I said, "Yes." So 3 days before we left the island of St. Vincent, Aunt Frosty said, "Have you ever thought about adopting?" And I got a severe kick under the table by my 12-year-old daughter, and we proceeded to find out, and that started the whole ball rolling of the rest of the 5 kids that came into our home because of Hannah. Okay, you can turn it off now till I come up with another idea.
No. Tell the story about when we couldn't get Noe out of St. Vincent.
I thought you were going to tell that.
No, I'm not going to tell that. I got another one.
Okay, and another time, this to show you how strong in faith Hannah is, was we were having some trouble getting Noah out of the Barbados, and Hannah was crying and saying, "Daddy, are we going to have to leave Noah behind?"
Legal issues with our adoption of him. Go ahead. Just fill a little filler there.
Well, anyway, so Daddy said, "I don't know, Hannah, but you need to just go pray." So Hannah walked out into the parking lot and went and prayed. And when she came back, she was all smiles and happy. And we're like, "Well, what did God say to you?" And she said, "God told me that if we give him the praise, God will give us the victory." And so we had the word of the Lord, and God opened up the doors and moved heaven and earth to get Noe out, and she had her little brother that she always wanted. And
it was right during the time the U.S. government shut down, and then opened for a week and then shut down again. And it was that week that Noe got out.
Yeah, the government actually opened up just to get Noah out because of Hannah's prayers, probably. And one more. Hannah does have a lot of faith. She closed her eyes one Sunday and imagined she was in the Bahamas, and little known to her, God moved on Mommy and Daddy's heart to go check out some cruises for her 25th birthday. And that afternoon we called her and said, hey, how'd you like to take a cruise in the Bahamas?
My favorite thing about Hannah is that she is totally awesome. One of my favorite memories is when she would come home for Thanksgiving. We would set the table with our hair up in curlers. She would show me all the techniques, and that's one of my favorite memories of Hannah, and that's why I love my sister. Stop.
Recollect my thoughts.
Okay, you do that.
Go first.
He's recording it.
Yeah, Dad. You're recording.
Just doing my job, Noe. So it starts this way. One of my earliest memories. Are you? Maybe you should use the hairbrush like Mom.
Well,
It helped me talk.
one of my earliest memories of Hannah was when we were at the Shaker house and we were playing in the fields, and she taught me how to make these like headbands out of dandelion.
She made dandelion headbands.
Yeah, we wore them as a crown.
Like a girl.
Yes, it is a wonder how
You
I
turned
am the man today. After she dressed me in girls' clothes with big earrings. I mean, it's okay.
Go
But
ahead.
anyway, yeah, that was one of my favorite memories, and I appreciate Hannah as my sister, just because she's always there and she's hilarious, and she's totally awesome.
No.
As she,
Awesome.
as she frequently says, and I just can't wait to see her again.
All right. So this is Jeremiah and Susie. Susie, you got hair in your eyes. You want to fix that? Perfect. And we are in the studios at Kingsley, Pennsylvania. And they have memories of Hanny. They know this is Hanny's special day, and they wanted to be part of it. Jeremiah over here. Yes, thank you very much. And so, Susie, can you tell me something that you want to say to Hannah for her birthday?
I love you.
Oh, and when did you first realize that you loved Hannah?
Because I want to go her to church.
Oh, you want to go to church with her?
Yeah.
Well, I think next Sunday you're going to have that opportunity. We're going to try to make it down in time. Jeremiah, do you have anything you want to say to Hannah for her birthday?
Never.
You want to say that I love you?
Yeah.
So, and I can't wait to see you?
Yeah.
All right, you want to blow her a kiss? Give a kiss? Okay, together, how about you both blow Hannah a kiss, okay? 1, 2, 3. Mwah! Okay, so that's it from the upstairs studio from Kingsley, Pennsylvania. Signing off, Jeremiah and Susie Marsh. Can you wave to everybody? Can you wave, Jeremiah? Bye. Jeremiah, I'm over here, not in the mirror, over here. Wave one more time. Look at him. All right, goodbye. Three memories of Hannah. First was the day she came. I think she was 4 or 5, and she came to me and she wanted a dog. Now, we were family. We had chosen not to have dogs. Dogs are great. My dad was a veterinarian, but we just, the extra hassle and the costs and the whole thing, we weren't going to do a dog. So Hannah comes in and she says, Daddy, do you know that I want a dog? And I had figured that out by this point. And she said, I'm asking you, Dad, do you hear me that I want a dog? And I said, yes, I hear that you want a dog. I understand. And with that, she started clapping and rejoicing. And she said, Mommy, 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 I know I'm going to get a dog because I know that Daddy has heard me. And it was so compelling that I think it was a week later, a friend of ours said, hey, I have an extra puppy in the litter. And to make a long story short, about a month or 5 weeks later, we welcomed little Rosie. It was
But
a
she
Brittany
never-
Spaniel.
As soon as you said you think about it, she started picking names.
Yeah, it was just a very early example of faith, which we watched continue to grow in Hannah's life. So that's number one. Number two was I had great hopes of Hannah becoming a great baseball player early on. I spent many an hour in the backyard playing catch with her, getting her mitt all oiled. We tried softball, we tried hardball, we tried wiffle ball, and never was able to get her to connect the bat to the ball. Never was able really to get the ball in the glove. But I do have some happy memories of going to watch her play Little League
And her pink t-shirt.
when she was in right field. And I don't know if they ever hit the ball. I think they once hit the ball to her, but she was so busy with the dandelions that she never noticed that the ball was out in her field. And I think that entire season, I don't think she hit the ball at all. But she was a great asset to the team, and it was always great fun going to watch her play.
No, but you discovered what the problem was when you developed a picture one day and saw her swinging at the ball with her eyes shut.
Oh, yeah, she always had her eyes closed, swinging at the ball. So, lesson, Hannah, eyes open when you swing at the pitch. All right. Final story was Hannah's graduation from high school. I always remember that. We had a service in the church, and we were just celebrating. I think Hannah sang a special song. Do you remember the song, Mom? It really, really moved. I think it was a song, but it was a song about her hand and the graduate's hand being in the hand of Jesus. And it was almost like at that moment, I saw with the eyes of my heart that Hannah's hand was in the Lord's hand, and they were walking out in front of me. And Hannah turned around, just totally in love with Jesus, turned around and said, "Daddy, it's going to be all right." And I mean, it just burst into tears. And it was a very emotional moment in and as Hannah knows, that doesn't happen very often.
Cried the whole time.
Often to me. But from that moment on, I knew that she was in the Lord's hands. And I just watched this wonderful woman of God develop. And I've never had any fears, never concerns. And I just have that living picture with me of her hand in hand walking with Jesus into all the adventures of life. So, honey, happy birthday from all of us to you. You have some wonderful friends. We're looking forward to being with you in service. I guess next Sunday we're going to try to come down, and looking forward to celebrating with you in Washington, D.C. Love you. Thank you. Bye.